Three, two, one. What's going on, folks? Welcome to 34 Questions. I'm your host, 34. Tonight we have the big padre in the building. GDerty is in the house.
Yes, sir.
How you doing tonight, GDerty?
I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling, man.
For sure. I want to thank you again for stopping by. I know it's a Monday, not everyone's favorite day. You must be tired, after a long day. So just thank you for coming through, man. Definitely appreciate it. For you and for the folks out there who are unfamiliar with the flow of the show, want to take that?
Nah, my bad. It's all good.
You good. But for you and for the folks out there who are unfamiliar with the flow of the show, we typically do a warm up, and then after that we'll jump into the icebreaker. Let me ask you now, for the icebreaker, would you rather do a this or that or a word association?
This or that.
All right. And then after the icebreaker, we'll jump into the wheel of fate, where we'll spin the wheel, whichever number it lands on. That's how the conversation will flow. And after that, we'll finish it out with some closeout questions. Sound good to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, before the warm up, I just want to ask you, really, how you doing? You've been doing well. You've been doing great. How you been lately, man?
Been doing good, man. Just been trying to, this whole fitness, health is wealth thing. So I just been back in the gym lately. Feeling great, man. The lots of pounds. Being Filipino, man, that rice is a dangerous thing.
It's hard. It is super hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, man, just been feeling great. You know what I mean? Got my 3 kids. It's mom's girl, all that. So, we just chilling, man. Everything's been blessed, being blessed.
I got you. Are you trying to bounce back from the Thanksgiving meals, man? Because the holidays always throw me off. No matter how hard I'm trying to go, like I'm just like, fuck it during the holidays, and just like
no, it definitely threw me off, man. So I'm on this like meal prep thing. I'll keep it simple, just chicken, rice, and veggies, right? But I'm like limited. I get like 240 grams of rice and like 5 ounces of chicken. But as soon as Thanksgiving came, that went out the window.
So it's one day. It's just one day.
Yeah, actually, see, the thing is, we got so much leftovers, and we gotta, what I mean. So it was like 2 days I messed up, but I'm back on program.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, you gotta give yourself some grace, right?
Exactly.
But I hear that, man. Life is meant to be lived, and I hope you was able to, after like maybe a while of not eating everything you wanted, you had it time to do that.
Yeah,
for sure. I hear it, dog. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into the warm up. My first question for you in the warm up is, what would you like the audience to know about you, man? If you're meeting people for the first time, what's usually something like you would want people to know?
Oh man, proud to be Filipino, man. Proud to be Ilocano, you feel me? Raised by a single foreign mother, straight from the PIs, man. She Ilocana, so she's very prideful in that. She instilled that in me, so
For sure, man. And I don't think I've ever really asked this question before, especially like for Ilocanos out there, and I don't know if this is like a controversial question, but how's Ilocano, would you say, different from like the normal, I guess, Tagalog? Yeah. Because I'm Tagalog, man. I'm honest. I'm Tagalog, but my girl's family's Ilocano, right? And I never really asked them what the difference was, but how would you break it down for me?
So at the end of the day, we all from the same islands, bro. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're the same. We take our shoes off when we go to the house. You know what I mean? We eat our rice. We bless. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But to me, I don't know. I every time I've met Ilocanos, they are very proud to be Ilocano. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
Very prideful. It's in that, and I see like a lot of Ilocanos are usually more darker skinned, more browner. You know what I mean? I know. Aside from like what Tagalogs are like lower Luzon. Ilocano is more up north, northern Luzon.
Got you.
I don't know. It's not. We're really the same, but again, there's differences. You know what I mean? To how we are.
Maybe the pride's different, man. Because you are right. You know.
Yeah, you know they. What, hey, mom, what do they say? Ilocanos are again? We're what? What do people call Ilocano? What do they say that we are? They say we're what? We're like what's that word? No, what do people say about Ilocanos?
Ilocano are strong.
I know that, but matabang, what is that? Brave. You know, yeah, you know, I don't know if you know the story of Gabriella Silang, I believe.
I don't, man. Enlighten me if you can. Yeah, if you could put it in a nutshell.
She's a Filipina, Ilocana, a soldier, like a warrior. Like she was part of a rebellion that went against Spain.
Yeah.
And she led a whole rebellion, man. And you know, her husband was really in charge of the rebellion, but he ended up getting killed. And you know, she took over. And she was actually one of the first Ilocana, like, you know, like, I don't know how you say, like, a face of strong Ilocano women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? She showed that Filipino women are also warriors too. You feel me? It's in our blood, man.
I got you. I don't know about her story, but now I'm.
It's actually pretty dope. I found out about her probably like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. But I got a little children book about her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For the next generation, right? They gotta know.
Yeah.
I know the heroes. But I got you for sure. I mean, I'm just happy to hear it from an Ilocano. You know, I haven't had. Eventually, I'm gonna ask my my girls' family pretty much like what they think the difference is. I just haven't had that situation yet, because I feel like they're gonna go gang up on me and be like, yo.
Hey, but you know what, Tagalogs, bro, you guys are very much warriors too. That's why everybody speaks Tagalog in the PIs. You feel me? That's our national language. You know what I mean? It's like from English being taught in the schools. Tagalog is the main one. You feel me? So.
Well, I mean, that's why I fucks with the Ilocanos, man. Y'all are like the underground, right? And if Tagalog's maybe mainstream, but
yeah. Have you heard the Kingdom of Tondo?
Nah, what is
that's
it?
Basically like the like a long time ago, man. Supposedly when the Spain had came to the PIs, you know, we had our own like our own establishment. Like there was kingdom, not like kingdoms basically. You feel me? Like but island style. You feel me? And the Kingdom of Tondo was basically like advanced advanced Tagalogs, bro. Like they came and they seen the slaves, and the slaves over there had gold, and the everybody over there like had fucking was fed, and you know what I mean, just warrior looking padded and all that. Yeah. So yeah, Tagalogs for surely have a deep history too, man. They have a deep history.
Bro, I mean, I would say I'm ashamed of like not being as close as I am to my roots. You know, I came out here when I was 4, pretty much American at that point. Yeah. I haven't had those history lessons. You know, a lot of the things I learned like through people, through you know, everyone else I can talk to. But yeah, one day, man, I really need to get in touch with my roots, pretty much.
Because I don't speak the language, man. So I change it out with just trying to learn about the history, because there is a lot of history, bro, that our people they don't even know about.
Oh,
my mom is one of them. You know what I mean? Like she didn't know. My auntie, I got aunties that don't know certain history, and that's very important. You feel me? Like a lot of Filipinos don't know that Philippines went to war with America. You know what I mean?
Shit, yeah, no, for sure.
We went to war with America. It might only lasted for 3 years, I believe, 3-4 years, something like that. But war is war. You know what I mean? And it's crazy.
I got you, man. Got you. Let's move on to the next question in the warm-up, which is, how would you like to be honored, man? Like, if there was a way I could express the energy you possess, what sort of act could I do?
Explain that one. Like, what you mean?
So, like, the way I try to let folks know, like, I'm not going to say the worst outcome, but let's say you moved far away, right? And your homies was like, oh, it's GDerty's birthday, man. Like I want to do something just, you know, in his memory or in his honor. Like we should do something to keep his thought or his energy alive wherever, even if you're not there, you know.
Yeah. Shit, man, slap my music.
Simple as that, man.
You feel me? If you want to get to, pretty much, man, if motherfuckers want to know me, man, it's all in my music. You know what I mean? I got a lot of music out there. And you know, for the most part, like aside from like the street or mob type of music, I get deep in it. You feel me?
Well, what's the title of the song we should be playing though? Or you could say me, like you know, the first time me and you, I might not be familiar with the whole catalog, but what's that song for someone like me to play?
So I did a song for my daughter, man, and I got, you feel me, like deep in it. It's called Melody, and it's out on YouTube. You feel me? That's actually a good one. For sure. I got another one called Found the Melody. And then I got a couple out there, man.
All right, I'll start there though. I'll check out the melody songs first, and then you know it'll start from there.
Yeah.
I got you. And then yeah, let's touch on music real quick. How did it start for you? Like, what was it that clicked and was like, yo, I am doing this? What was it for you?
Man, you know what? I've always liked to write, man. In school, like you know, I didn't do too well with my grades, but one of my favorite things to do was in English class, whenever the teacher would, like, you know, anything that had to do with poems or just coming up with your own story type of shit. So, you know, writing, right? I liked writing, coming up with stuff. And then my cousin Pino, his real name is Mike, my ace, man. He's the one who got me in rapping. So we started just throwing instrumentals on and just started rapping and making our own things at like the age of 14. Yeah, 14. And I really took it serious when I got out of prison in 2015, man. Like, did my little bid, got out, and whatever money I had from my books, you feel me, I put it towards a music video, and I got a cool response to it, good views, good feedback, and I was like, you know what, I think I could really do this, man.
For sure.
Trying to, you feel me? So I just been trying ever since.
I got you. At 14 though, who was you listening to? What was in your CD player?
You know, Eminem, shit, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
Of course, Mac Dre, The Jack, Messy Marv. I fuck with Hollow Tip from Sacramento.
Hollow Tip? No, I don't think I'm familiar, but
the old school, yeah, Hollow Tip. Who else, man? I fuck with like some Brother Lynch. I like a lot of West Coast artists, old school West Coast artists. But the ones I really listen to was M, bro. M's a great MC, man. Eminem.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, I really mess with, bro.
I mean, I feel like even, you know, at that time, if you were a rapper listening to Eminem, it was like he was kind of expanding your repertoire a little bit, because you're like listening to how he's delivering or what he's talking about and how he keeps going. It's like, okay, like this is something new, something different that I can you know, incorporate into my style. I definitely appreciate M for that.
Yeah, for real.
All right, dog. And then my last question for you in the warm up, which is, on a scale from 1 to 10, man, how well do you know yourself?
Shit. I would say, man, I don't know. That's a hard one, man, because I'm learning something about myself every day. You know, having kids, man, it really, you really like, you like I tend to recollect and think about, like, damn, I didn't really know about myself like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, my kids teach me a lot of shit. They mother teach me a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
mom, being with my mom as our whole situation and my upbringing, you know, my mom's situation, like shit, I done learned a lot of shit just from her without them even like really knowing that they're teaching me some or about myself, you know what I mean? And shit, from 1 to 10, I'd say 10, just because I know that I'm still learning about myself.
Okay, no, I got you. Yeah, when's the last time you surprised yourself? You were like, oh shit, that's me? I didn't know that was me until you actually had to do it or had to go through.
The last time I surprised myself, man, my older son over here in the kitchen trying to tell me what I should say. Big head. Just eat real quick, man. You good? You good. Definitely, just being a dad, man. When I first became a dad, man, like their mother, like, you feel me, already had a son prior to getting with me, so you know I was a stepson. You feel me? Like I had a stepmom, so I knew what it felt like. You feel me? For something to not, you know what I mean, for a parent not to be there. So I knew what I had to do, and you know, that was a great start. And then, you know, when I had my daughter, yeah, man, just my daughter like showed me how patient, like it is important to be patient.
For sure, man.
Like, yeah.
Nah, sometimes, man, I don't have any kids. You know, everyone tells you you're never ready, right? It happens.
Never.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought I was, you know what I mean, until it actually happened. I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, there'll be times like, damn, you feel me? Like, this is a lot, but it's all worth it, man. It's really all worth it.
Dude, I'm sure, man. I feel like I'm cheating the system because I work at a high school. And I get that emotional feeling and attachment working with these students that I work with, and that's why I'm like cheating the system. I know a lot of folks out there, they go home and they have got kids at home, and they got to like continue giving that love and that care. And for me, I'm able to be just like, oh, it's cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And like, I know I'm taking advantage of it, but
no, but that's dope though. You work with the youth. That's very important, bro. That's an important. You guys are important to the community, man, because the youth is where it really needs to be. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be taught well, and you feel me, motherfuckers got to discipline them little ones, and it's just. That's very important, man. That's dope that you be working with high school students.
I appreciate that, man. And it's a like, you know, it's a full effort between all the adults in their life, right? Like whatever they get at home, whatever they get at school, or on the court, whatever it is. You know, adults, I think, never think about it enough. Like for me, yeah, it's like, whatever, I'm just being myself. But you don't know, these kids are like actually thinking of you as somebody to like look up to, or like they seek advice from you, and you're just like, nah, whatever.
You like that big brother that they don't have, or that they wish they had, or you're like the uncle that they wish they had, the dad that's not there. Like that's what I'm saying. To have another male role model at that age, bro, is very important, bro.
And you know, I ain't trying to be sexist or anything, but it is more rare to see guys in the school, right? But we need them. We need them out there, man.
Facts.
I appreciate you, dog. Let's move on. The icebreaker. So, in the icebreaker, you see you got 34 seconds on the clock right now. I believe you said this or that, right? That was the one you want to go for? All right. So you have 34 seconds to do as many as you can. Don't get really a prize for it. Just know at the end of the 34, I'm like digging deeper. Whatever you answered, all right?
All right.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Time machine or magic wand?
Magic wand.
Sort by price or sort by rating?
Rating.
Hang out with little kids or hang out with old folks?
Little kids.
Group hangout or one-on-one hangout?
One-on-one.
Roller coasters or water slides?
Roller coasters.
Win a race or win a debate?
Win a debate.
All right. Got you. That was 34 seconds. Our first question for you then is, let's start with that first one, or the last one, which was you said you would rather win a debate. Why is that?
Yeah. Because, man, it shows more mental intelligence, man. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Being able to communicate, debate without, like, that's dope. Debating, right? Debating compared to arguing, right? Like it's different.
Yeah. It's different.
some people can't tell the difference.
What's the last debate you feel like you won, or like you were able to get the other person to see?
Shit. The mother to my kids, man, probably like
any relationship is debates all the time.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I got you. And then this other one, I believe you said hang out with little kids over hanging out with old folks. Why is that?
Well, at this age right now, I would rather hang out with young ones than old. When I was younger, it's cool hanging out with the OGs. You feel me? Soak game, learn something. But reason why I said little kids is because, like I said earlier, with you working at the high school, man, like it's important for the youth to have the right mind around them, teaching them things, telling them things, man. And that's what I would do. Like I like when my son plays with the neighborhood kids. It's fun just watching them or hearing them joke around or what like, you feel me, pick their mind or see where their mind is at. And you know, I need to make it a effort to hang out with them more. But you know, I got these two other little toddlers, little babies and stuff, so it kind of makes it hard. But
I got you.
Man, for sure, the youth, man, the little ones.
And you know, it might be different for you. I don't know the age range of your kids, but I was gonna ask you, how do you feel like you've rubbed off on them? What can you see a little bit of GDerty in them?
Well, with my son, man, you know, when I first came into his life, I saw things like, you know, like just I don't want to say confused, but like things that he was doing that was like, as for a little boy, you shouldn't be doing this type of thing. You know?
I got you.
Now, man, he makes me so proud. He has that he's a very competitive boy, you know what I mean?
That's dope.
And so, yeah, and you know, it's that to me as a boy, it's cool to be friendly, be competitive to a point where it's like, okay, but I know I could do better. So that's what I always try to remind him too. Like, you're good, son, but you could do better. You know what I mean? And you know, I put him in box. He knows how to throw them hands. You feel me? Like, it's dope, man. I always get random like strangers or like parents at his school comes up and like, oh, you know, you raised a good son, or teachers telling us, principal telling us, oh, you know, your son he's good. Like, he's a good boy. He's a good kid. I've been telling his mom, like, you know, we're doing a good job. Sometimes to me as a father, I feel like I'd be too hard on him, or I'm not doing enough, or this and that, you know what I mean? But it's good, man. It's a good feeling to hear that type of stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Sure, dog. I mean, I don't know how much difference, you know, we talk about mental health a lot more in our generation, but I think that's super underrated to like tell parents that you're doing a good job, you know, like,
facts.
Right.
I feel like, my bad, Cuddy. How old are you?
Dog, I'm 33, dog.
You're a 90s baby, man. Exactly. I just turned 33 in September, so.
Oh yeah, for sure. We there, dog. We there.
Yeah, like, you know, mental health is like our generation and down. Like I feel like our parents and above them, like that mental health thing, they didn't care about that shit. You know what I mean? They didn't know about it or something. You feel me? But it is very important. What you tell your child is very important. Instead of being like, hey, shut up, or, you know what I mean, stuff like that, like, hey, be quiet, or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean, something different from saying shut up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, even the reverse, right? Like what parents tell their kid, or what kids tell their parents sometimes, right? Like, I don't know, I'm sure there's cases out there where a kid comes at their parents and then parents are just like shook about it, like, what you mean I haven't been doing X, Y, and Z your whole life? Like, I've been taking care of you, and then the kid like, well, fuck you, mom. Like, you know?
So I was just gonna say that too. Like, oh, what you? I feed you this and that. Well, motherfucker, I ain't asked to be born. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
man.
I feel the fuck out of that. That's that old school stuff, man.
Nah, for sure. And then the last one before we move on, you said time machine or magic wand. You went magic wand. Why is that?
Well, I used to think about, man, if I had a time machine, would I go back? And, you know, there's certain things I definitely would want to go back and do different and change. But it's like, whatever happened in the past is the reason why I am who I am now type of shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure, man. I
magic
mean,
wand, because I could just wave a wand and move. I don't know, move a furniture that's heavy or something. You know what I mean? Or wave a wand and bam, like $100,000 pop up out or something like that. It's kind of more of the here now type of thing.
I mean that's how I take it too, man. Like a time machine is, you want to change something or like you want to see something in the future, but magic wand's like cool. Whatever you can imagine right now, you can get.
Yeah.
All right, boss. Thank you for doing the icebreaker, but I think it's time for us to move on to the Wheel of Fate. So I'll give the wheel a spin. Whichever number it lands on, that will flow. Just remember, if there's any question that's too deep or like too personal, you don't want to talk about, feel free to pass. Pressure to do. All right, Doug. So let's see. You got 21. Well, what are 5 words that describe you? I know in my invitation, I asked for like 1 word description, but give me 5 words that can encapsulate GDerty, man.
5 words.
Could be a phrase if it needs to be, but.
Man, provider, protector, loyalty, humble, and shit. You say I don't know a single word for it, but open-minded. I don't know if that's 1 word.
Open-minded. No, I got.
That means.
Now that works. That works. I kind of want to ask you how those 5 words kind of got solidified for you. Like for humble, like why is being humble so important?
Because it's easy. It's easy to not be humble. Like in a sense, it's harder to be humble. Like what I mean is like it's easy to be a tough guy, right? Somebody mean mugging you down the street. Okay, well, what's up? Let's fight type of shit. It's harder to see a guy mugging you down the street, think like, okay, he's mean mugging me. How does that make you feel type of shit? Is it worth it? Is it worth, whatever altercation? It's harder to be humble, bro. I don't know how else to put that. Like,
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like it's important. It's important to be able to control that type of shit. Like to be able to control your feelings, basically. I don't know, man. Being humble to me is like, yeah, you like just calm, cool, collective, humble. Like, you know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah, don't let nothing get to your head. Like, okay, yeah, I make money, or yeah, I'm strong as an ox, or I could fight, or yeah, I do this, do that. But it's like, okay, well, cool. It's cool. Keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, cool. You don't gotta like say it every day, right?
Yeah, you feel me? Exactly.
You mind me asking you, like, what was 1 humbling moment to mine?
Honestly, shit, bro. The first time I got locked up, I was not locked up in juvie, but first time I got locked up in county jail, big boy jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like shit, I thought I'll never get caught for whatever I'm doing, riding around, being reckless, doing stupid shit, not little things, I'm driving with no seatbelt, or driving with loud ass music, knowing I got what I got in the car, or whoever I got in the car who might be on parole, probation, you know what I mean? Stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
And end up getting locked up, and having like a lot of guys, like a lot of boys, like my friends, you feel me? Motherfuckers,
Yeah.
like my friends or whatever, like, when you get locked up, but it's really just you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers forget about you. some of us are really lucky enough to have that partner to really ride or die for you. You know what I mean? But I done seen shit to where like motherfuckers get hit with years, and their wives can't deal with that shit. You know what I mean? Some girls can't deal with their partner doing 6 months, end up leaving them, cheating on them, whatever. You know what I mean? And I've learned that my mama was the realest one on my corner, man. You know what I mean? Realest one on my corner. Fucking called her every day, picked up every time I called, letters, visit. Oh, she couldn't visit in county because she ain't got no green card. She's illegal.
Oh, yeah, I got you. But yeah, shout out to moms, man. Shout out to moms for holding it down.
Yeah, man. Definitely got humbled after that, man.
And real quick, I'm just kind of curious how it worked out for you. But was it like a smack in the face when it like all happened? Or it like you was still like, oh no, I got this, day after day, or like week after week, or like humbling you? Time went on.
When I was on the inside.
Yeah. Or like
It humbled me in a sense to where like I thought I had the fucking rider. Like I don't how my like the niggas that I thought or the boys that I thought was my brothers, all these friends I thought it was my brothers and shit like that. Like I would expect them all put money on my books, or they finna throw some write a letter or pick up phone calls. It wasn't even like that, bro. So it humbled me in a sense to where it's like I know what it is, bro. Like, yeah, we cool, like we brothers. They still my see. Don't get me wrong, they still my brothers to this day. Yeah. But it's like everybody, it made me realize that everybody has their place in my life, bro. Your mom, especially being that it was just me and my mom my whole life. My mom was at the top, so I should put her first, not the game. You feel me?
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then and it was just like that, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I ended up getting locked up like a couple more times after that. You know what I mean? But every time I got locked up, I got smarter. Like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not. Now I got locked up because I got pulled over because I didn't have my seatbelt on. You know what I mean?
God,
and then because it smelled like weed in the car, bam, search. I gotta search your car, even though I'm not on parole probation. That's still back then. It was, you feel me, enough to search your car.
God damn. Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah. So that definitely like opened my eyes to things.
I mean, like, what you went through with your homies, and even for me, like, it's not that I don't depend on people or if I don't got friends, that stuff, but in the back of my head, it's always like, people are gonna do what's best for them. Like,
exactly. Exactly. As much as you want them to have the same fucking morals or mindset as you, it never plays out like that, man. Friends, family, cousins, whatever, it just never plays out like that, man.
In my mind, really, like, how can I fault them for being like that, right? Like, because I feel like I'm moving in the same way. Like, I'm still, everyone's making that choice that they feel like is best for them. And yeah, in my mind, it's really hard to be mad at anyone. But even if I did depend on them for stuff, like, I gotta respect the fact that, like, I do the same, you do the same, what we do.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, and then open-mindedness. Why is being open-minded important to you?
Man, otherwise you're just gonna be stuck in the same place, thinking things that you grew up thinking it was cool to do or it was okay, but really wasn't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, after this prison bid, when I was 25. After that, I ain't got locked. Well, I got locked up one more time, but it was like for some bullshit that I didn't even do no real time for that. Like, I stayed out, bruh, and like it's because I was more open to things like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, or if you are gonna be doing this, take extra precaution. You know what I mean, type of thing, or like. It's just and on top of that, also communication. Like I'm open-minded to taking criticism. You know what I mean? Like if I'm doing something wrong, I know back then if somebody like, hey bro, you're doing this, you shouldn't be doing, man, shut your ass up. I know, but now that I'm older, you feel me? Like, okay, yeah, it is wrong to move like that. It's not because I wouldn't want a motherfucker, you know what I mean, to do that to me, type of thing. So, and you know what, too, like ever since I got with the mother of my kids, she's very, because she graduated college with a sociology or like for psychology and shit.
Yeah.
So she done taught me a lot of shit, man, and made me open my eyes about a lot of shit. Being Filipino, we grew up around a lot of toxic fucking traits, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
So like yeah, very open-minded, man. I don't mind having a conversation about some, even though we might have two totally different views. Let's have that conversation. I'm gonna hear you out and hear what you feel me, like how you feel about the subject. If that person is not willing to hear me out, like, I'll cut it short and like, okay, it's not gonna work. You're not as open-minded as I am.
Yeah. Oh, you could tell that, right? Like at a certain point.
Yeah. You could definitely tell when somebody ain't got good communication skills, man.
I hear you. Yeah, it's funny. Your girl's a psychology major. Usually when I come across folks like that, I'm like, oh shit, they can break me down. Like they know exactly who I am just by meeting me. But I hear you. And for open-mindedness, then what's something that you felt like changed your mind, or like you had to grow on it? Sometimes like I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example for me. I really didn't like spicy food when I was a kid. I don't know why. But then now that I grew up and I'm like, spicy food's actually pretty good, or I'm like more open to trying the spiciest thing in the world or some shit like that. Yeah. What's something for you that like you changed your mind on pretty much, like what you grew into?
Let me see. There's a couple, man. I said for some, like I would say, okay, like I'm doing this meal prep shit, right?
Yeah.
I was never open to that. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, why I gotta wait? I'm literally weighing all these things out. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. And discipline, dog.
And see, so there's this DJ, man, Ryan. He go by DJ Mastermind, buff ass spotter. You know what I mean? And he's actually the one who put me up on the meal prep, and he gave me a workout plan. But like I was saying before, like when I was going in and out of jail, like I always thought I could eat whatever as long as I work out. You know what I mean? And
that's where I'm at, dog.
Like, it's everybody's body's different, bruh. So that's what I'm learning. You feel me? And it definitely discipline, bruh. We actually had a video shoot yesterday. We was in East Menlo, and I had ordered pizza for everybody, but I had brought my meal prep.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it was already like around 7:00, and I had brought 3 meal preps with me because we were shooting all day.
Yeah.
I knocked back 2 during the day, but after that pizza came, I was like, man, because I looked at the ratings and everybody said it was like 4-star, 4.5, fire pizza. I didn't put extra cheese on it. Hella shit, right?
Temptation, dog. Yeah.
Man, and one of the homies was just like, hey, damn, hey, Jerm, because my name's Jeremy, so he's like, damn, Jeremy, you ain't finna, pizza, this shit's hella good. I'm looking at it, man, and I walked to the living room because everybody in the kitchen, I'm just eating my shit right here. Oh yeah, man, like before I probably would have fell into that. Like, oh yeah, I would have fell into that.
That's what's
up. I love food, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? I love food. I can eat all different types of food, man.
Oh yeah, man, I hear that. I'm always in that mindset to try all these different food and eat until I feel full, right? Which is a big called a big no. You're supposed to eat.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that I'm learning too. Like it's okay to eat, not to be full or stuffed, you feel me, but to just be cool. Like shit, I'm not hungry anymore. You know what I mean?
Nah, no, man. It's one of those. It's hard for me to say it's toxic, but definitely something we grew up, I guess, in our culture, right? It's like
as a Filipino, yeah, because we got all these aunties and our moms like, oh, come eat. Like, oh, it's okay, I'm not hungry. Oh, you don't want to eat? Okay, fine then. Like, okay, auntie, I'll eat. Man.
It's like you disrespecting them, right? And
you're you feel me? Don't make me feel bad.
Yeah, exactly. Guilt eating, dog. I know how it can be. Have you had to do that, like carry your I guess your meal prep button to like a family party? Like, have you had to do that yet?
No, because I just started my meal prep like a month ago.
Okay, for
But we
sure.
didn't have no parties. I mean, I had my daughter's party was at this one place, but I brought my meal prep to that because we didn't really have like food that was interesting, super interesting like that. You know what I mean?
I got
Just
you. I mean,
so yeah, I brought my meal prep to that, but yeah, other than that, nah, not no like big family where everybody cooks and you know
and you're
what I mean?
gonna come in with your own Tupperware and be like,
Yeah, I mean, y'all
I hear
already know. I just start talking shit like, what the fool? What you doing? What's only American people do that? Come eat. You're okay. You're okay. Shut up.
yeah, yeah. You're looking sick. You got to eat more.
Yeah,
Shit
exactly.
like that.
You looking sick, and then when you get too big, oh, you're so fat.
What
You're so
happened?
big.
What happened? You're like, what you mean happened?
Talk about, you feed me too much.
I hear it, dog. All right, let me pull up the wheel one more time. Get another spin. Got number 10. And for you, dog, what is your worth? Say your worth.
My worth.
Having, I would say, like, let me rephrase that. Like, what are you worthy of?
Shit, man, I'm big on principles, and to me, I consider myself a very loyal friend, partner, fucking business partnership like that. Like if I'm my worth, yeah, pretty much, man. Like my loyalty, I feel like I'm a very loyal individual. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I would never get at any of my homies' girls. I would never get over on them on some money. I would never, play even a random stranger. I would never play somebody out their loop or do anybody dirty because I wouldn't want that to do that to me. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. And I know loyalty is a big thing for you since you mentioned it earlier in the previous question.
Yeah.
You think there was ever a time where like your principle was ever challenged? Kind of think about it in a different way.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. There's definitely times where it's like, damn, like, am I too loyal to? Like when I was younger, again, because of how, how shit used to be. Like, I used to be in the streets a lot with the Brodies, and there's a lot of people tend to think that somebody, he the Brody just because he'll fight with you or he does this and that, or we do some dirt together or whatever. But like that same dude would try to get at your girl cousin or
Yeah.
like this or some weird shit or fucking take a little bit of tree out your zip or whatever. You feel me? Like little weird fucking like why you do that type of shit. So there's a couple guys, man, dudes that I used to be like, oh, that's the homie, and do some weird shit. And I just be like, yeah. I now this is where I'm like, I'm loyal as fuck. I would never do that to you, but because this is how I see you are.
Yeah.
Pull back, man. You know what I mean? Not even fuck with you like that no more. Not even tell you though. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
No explanation needed. Like, that's how you get down. Bet I'll acknowledge it and be like, all right, and then just, you feel me? Cut motherfuckers off. That's nowadays though. Back then, when I was younger, you feel me? It would go to like a fist fight or a confrontation or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But
I got you. And
let
me flip that on a more positive note. But like, what's a true sign of loyalty? Are you seeing like, yo, that motherfucker been holding it down? And like, aside from moms, mom's got it. Maybe aside from your girl, like, yeah, what's a true sign of loyalty for you that like, just ups your respect for somebody? That motherfucker's loyal. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Shit. There's a couple, man. I know, like, say, somebody's hanging around, like, a crowd, and somebody, somebody starts to talking about you when you're not there, but the motherfucker that you are cool with, you know, deads that shit, and it like, hey, you ain't finna talk about bruh like that in front of me.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? My cousin Pino, he done did that a couple times. You know what I mean? Where he had to tell me like, hey, bruh, be cool with woo woo woo.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Bruh saying some weird shit, I had to dead that shit, and so you know, shit like that, and or shit like my cousin O, R.I.P. man. Yeah, I think I was like 20, 22. I did like a little fucking 8 month county, but during that 8 month, and mind you, like my mom is just me and my mom, so my mom like relies on me on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Carrying heavy shit or needing help with bills, whatever. My cousin O, without even me asking, bruh, like my cousin O helped her with all these things. You feel me? Like
That's what's up.
he would call her every day, like, "Hey, auntie, you okay? Hey, auntie, you okay?" And you know, my Cuddy O, man, he wasn't a perfect individual, but he had loyalty. He just got it. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like he just got it, man.
For sure.
So yeah, shit like stuff like that, man.
No, I got you. What's it called? Even with my cousins, man. I went to. It's just me and my folks. I'm an only child, so I went to school in Long Beach for a while. You know, I didn't ask my cousins to do it. I'm sure my parents did, but like they definitely like filled that void. Like you said, carrying stuff, like even handling English things. You know, oh, they need to apply for something. They need to, you know, do X, Y, and Z. You know, mad love to my cousins for. And they did that until I came back. And now I'm back and I'm able to help my folks. For sure.
Yeah, that's people who have selfless act like that in them, like that's a rare thing, bro. You know what I mean?
No, like we talked about earlier, everyone typically chooses the best decision for themselves. But you know, every once in a while when we have the capacity, when we have mental space to do things for other people.
Space. Yeah.
Right on, dog. Well, we have about 10, 15-ish minutes left in the pod, man. About time for us to head over to the closeout questions. Before we do that, I got this one exercise for you. So basically, I'm going to pull up universe, right? So you're staring down to the universe, talking to the universe. I have this phrase or mantra for you to fill, which is I am, I can, I will. So I am blank. I can blank. I will. Give a second to think about what you would say or how you fill in those blanks.
You said I am, I can, and I will.
Yep. I'll pull it up right.
I am brave. I could do whatever God put my mind to, and I will follow through with my promises.
I got you, dog. Appreciate you sharing that. And you know, if you ever need a sound clip, maybe use this in a future song. I don't know, but you have a sound clip of yourself.
Hell yeah.
All right, dog. Made it out to the closeout portion. Let me pull out my book of questions from previous guests. This question, actually from Sabrina. Shout out, Sabrina. Sabrina's question for you, man, is what are your top 3 priorities?
My family, making money, and generational wealth, man. I'm trying to leave my kids with something when I leave this earth, so that's something that they could end up leaving their kids when they leave this earth. You know what I mean?
What's aside from money, what are the things you kind of want to leave kids? If there's anything tangible, this is for you. I worked hard for this for you.
Property, man. Really,
in the Bay Area.
Hey, Bay Area, any shit. Honestly, anywhere, to be real. Property anywhere, man. I feel like us as being from other, we're not indigenous to this country, right? We're from the Philippines. Our parents is from the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah.
And me personally, like, you know, when my mom came to America, ain't nobody taught her about starting a business or owning property and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's very important, man. Because if you have property, man, you could build a house, you could build whatever. You feel me?
Whatever.
Yeah, you feel me? And that's forever because that's yours. That's your property. You know
For sure. Yeah, no, property would be great, man. I mean, you know, it's funny, like you were talking about, no one was really teaching our parents when they came up. They were just happy to be here. They're like, oh shit,
exactly.
we got over here. Like, and like,
how did I do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, can you imagine, you know, like right now at our age or doing, and I'm sure our parents were younger when they did it, but just to like uproot your whole life, move to a whole new country, you don't know the language, maybe got family there, maybe you don't, but still, it's just like this whole journey, this whole like fucking adventure, dog. I think that adventure defined differently. Our adventure is maybe being an entrepreneur, like, you know, doing your adventure in music. It's trying something where we feel like, man, we just gotta try to do it. Our folks did that when they. Now it's like a little different. That generation that got that move. Yeah, it's good, man. I was gonna say, you ever seen those property sites that sell like land in Alabama, like 5,000 for like 5 acres and stuff? You seen those?
Hope to move to states like that, but shit, I don't know how they would, you know, take us, you know, being brown, chinky-eyed,
Yeah,
Asian
man.
motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Asian Islander motherfuckers. What is that guy?
Or they're invading or whatever.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Nah, I asked my homies about it, and they're like, "Dog, you don't that shit. I'm like, you're gonna need a fence your 5 acres and hope people don't fuck with your land and then leave. It's too much of a headache." And I'm like, "Damn, I wish."
If I do get like 5 acres somewhere like Alabama or some shit like that, I would want like a tribe with me, man. My family, my boy's family, and you know what I mean. Another boy, you know what I mean. Their family, and we just live off the land or some shit. We all live together, live off the land.
That is an idea, dog.
that would be dope.
For sure. Actually, that's. I mean, you would need to assemble a lot of people, but that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah. Come out there with the squad, be like, "Yo, 5 acres is ours. Let's try to make something of it." Yeah, I gotta think about that a little more.
One of my uncles, he used to work for the city of Oakland, right? You know, clean the streets up, do whatever they ask him to do. But when COVID hit, they had asked him to take a vaccine, and he, you know, because of his beliefs, he was like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to. So they were gonna fire him, but then they offered him another, like a higher position with higher pay, but he would still have to get the vaccine. And you know, him, because he's a religious man, you know, he was just like, man, what is, because this is something I've always wanted, but it's going against my beliefs. And you know, he just started questioning shit and like, oh, this is the devil, all this, you feel me, all this other thing. So, you know, he one day he went to sleep and he woke up and he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna buy land in Texas. And this man got 5 acres in Texas, and you know, he lives off the land now. He don't.
That's wild.
He crop grows and he has like livestock and hella shit, and you know, just him, his 2 kids, and his wife. And you know, from last time I talked to him, he's doing great. He's doing good.
Possible.
So he made the best move. Yeah, it's possible. You know what I mean? And he's straight from the PIs, bro. He came out here when he was like in middle school or some shit. So, you know, he in the PIs, he grew up on a ranch. You know what I mean? Living in the country and shit. So he knows how to do all that stuff.
That's a crazy story, man. I might have to talk to him at some point, but we'll find out.
Yeah, shit, you dope.
What's it called? Second to last question for you, man, is what would you like to ask the next guest on 34 Questions?
What? What's your favorite Filipino food?
What's your favorite Filipino food? I got you.
You feel me?
Got you. Let me see. I'd like to answer this last question too. Favorite Filipino food. Growing up, I always said machado, and it was and I think it's really because I like how my mom cooks oxtail. You know how oxtail gets, man. It gets super soft, and I I don't know if it's just like what's it called, a cultural thing that's like not American, but oxtail should be used in everything. Like I would love to eat oxtail in a bunch of dishes. But yeah, if it's not machado, there was this new one that I had. As far as the desserts go, yeah, I guess I could break it down into snacks, desserts, entrees when it comes. But I like ginitan. I don't, if you had that, but yeah, anything like little sago, little boba things, I love that shit. Yeah, let me go with those two. How about you, real quick? What's your favorite?
You know what I like? I man, sinigang, man, but it gotta be, man. A lot of people think I'm weird. I like chicken sinigang. I don't eat pork, and for some reason, I don't know. I get turned off by like boiled fish. I don't know, right? But mom's makes chicken sinigang for me, and so yeah, man, and sour soup, that's my shit.
For sure, man. A more pork for me, I guess. But you know, I don't know why, and this is just me being like a little weird about it, I guess, is that eating chicken from soup, having to pick it up and eat it like that. I don't know, it's never been my thing, but I should be more open-minded and maybe give it a shot now that I'm an adult, man. All right, man. Last question for you. Question that ties everything together. 100, 200, 300 years from now, your descendants watching this video, I'd like to tell them.
Knowledge is key, man. Be open-minded. You know, don't ever think that you know everything, because that's how you end up crashing out or messing up, doing something that you are gonna regret. So stay your butt in school. Don't do drugs. Be about family, man.
Got you, man. They hear you. I hear you. Last things you'd like to add before we get out of here?
Man, salamat, bro. I appreciate you for this, for real, man.
Likewise, man. Thank you for coming through. I hope this becomes valuable for you, and I really hope it for your kids. It'll be valuable when they see you age at 33 and be like, yo, that was my dad, and like all that stuff. You know, hope if your kid, if GDerty's kids watching this, bless you too. But yeah, thank you, man. I want to thank the folks out there. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, watching on YouTube, appreciate your time as well. Please remember to reach out, reach forward. As always, much love. Catch you next time. Catch you GDerty next time. Next chance we get on 34 questions. Peace. Kind of fades out from there, man.